Good evening. Pete Martinez, Chairman of the Board of the Palm Beach Medical Education Corporation. So what's this wonderful thing that we call the Cuban's health system? It is somewhat distorted because there's actually not one Cuban health system. There are actually three. They get intertwined every once in a while in order to present a given opportunity or present a different face about our health system. The first element of a health system is actually what we call medical tourism. About 20,000 people come to Cuba every year to receive medical treatments. This represents about $40 million into the Cuban economy. What they come here for, or they come to Cuba for, is cosmetic surgery, ophthalmology, orthopedic, and regenerative diseases, which include Parkinson's and muscular dystrophy. Okay? They have tremendous technology, very good talent, and incredible facilities in very nice places. However, these are not available to the Cuban people. However, they are available to the elite of the Communist Party. Second element of the Cuban system, medical export. Right now, there are 39,000 Cuban health professionals overseas in 73 countries. They bring into the Cuban economy monstrous amounts of dollars. Right now, there are 18,000 doctors overseas. Each one of these doctors makes on average about $50 per month that they get remunerated by the Cuban government. However, the Cuban government receives from them, in the case of Venezuela, about $3 billion per year in oil subsidies. These people are referred to as your revolutionary missionaries. Another name for them is 21st century slavery. It is an exploitation to the highest degree of the best professionals. The third system within Cuba is actually the treatment that people, that you and I would receive. On paper, it's a phenomenal system. It's preventative medicine. It is local. There's a doctor for every so many square blocks. There's a clinic that is within a given parameter, and there are specialist hospitals all associated with them. Beautiful. What's wrong? No money, no drugs, no technology, no instrumentation. A disaster. So the Cuban population does not see any of the wonders of the Cuban technologies or the Cuban health system. When the transition happens, there's tremendous opportunity because you got very, very key human capital that is being able to be leveraged. So the first thing you do is actually change, not necessarily to what Cuba was or what Cuba is, or even what the United States health system is all about. All of these are outdated and flawed. You actually go with a model of the 21st century. High technology, electronic medical records for everybody, internet access to all the public records and all the health records. The same thing is now you start leveraging the infrastructure that has already been created. If we can actually develop an economy based on medical tourism, just like Costa Rica, just like Colombia, just like Thailand, just like India, we have a massive opportunity just from the United States. Second, if we look at the number of doctors that they're exporting from Cuba right now, and the shortage of doctors in the United States. In the United States, within 5 years, there's going to be a shortage of 80,000 doctors in this country, and by the year 2025, it will be a shortage of 130,000 doctors. That is a monstrous services opportunity for the Cuban people to service an economy here, but not in the typical way that we do services today. We got to invoke the power of telemedicine, of high-definition imaging, of Skyping, of email, and transform the health education system and the way that we service the infrastructure today. So the bad news is there is a very, very wicked and misrepresented industry in Cuba today. The good news is with an awful lot of determination, an awful lot of funding and infrastructure, primarily in the technology side, it could be one of the great health systems in the world. Thank you.